The horrific tragedy, which is a landslide, was occurred on 16 December 2022 at Batang, Selangor. It is about 21 people were killed in this accident. The cause of landslide was heavy rainfall that generated high pore water pressure in part through seepage. In this first failure, a large landslide occurred in the upper slope until it reached final 2. This landslide created a temporary debris dam which failed 20 minutes later to create the final morphology. Next, I will talk about conflict arise in this issue. First, the Batang landslide disaster has exposed a major issue, which is there is confusion among different authorities about who is in charge. This lack of clear guidelines has led to disagreement and made it harder to prevent this landslide. Second is, after the landslide in Batang, different disaster agencies are arguing because they don't share information very well. Even though engineers know a lot, they struggle to act quickly because communication is not smooth between the engineers and the agency. The third one is, there is not enough money for proper assessment and upgrades in risky area. Even though they have a lot of experience, this conflict between the urgent needs for safety measure and the limited funds available. Fourth is, clash between caring for the environment and the push for development. Engineers with their experience often disagree with this developer and local officials who prioritize money over safety. The last one is struggle to connect with communities due to cultural difference and financial concerns. People opposing engineer solution even it is potent for community safety.
So there are a few factors contributing to the conflict. Firstly is economical pressure and development interest without conducting the risk assessment. Second is displacement and resettlement dispute. Third is competing interests of resources for rebuilding and economic recovery. Fourth is unbalancing between the preventative measure and emergency response. And the last is disagreement between the local and centralized decision making.
Next is relation this landslide tragedy with issues of ethics, safety, health, community and environment. First is relation with issues of ethics. Balancing economic interests and community well-being poses an ethical challenge and requiring transparent decision-making. Next, relation with safety. Strong enforcement is vital for establishing and maintaining safety protocols, preventing compromises for economic gains. Third is relation with health. Beyond immediate aid, addressing physical and mental health impacts requires sustained ethical healthcare strategies. Fourth, with community. Post-tragedy recovery demands inclusive and participatory approaches, empowering the community for long-term resilience. And lastly, relation with environment. The incident calls for an ethical shift towards sustainable practices and policy changes to preserve ecological balance.
So there are a few suggestions of solution to overcome the conflict. Firstly is do a comprehensive risk assessment before starting any development of projects. Second is actively involved with affected communities. Third is seeking the support and expertise from the international country. Fourth is developing and putting into a long-term planning. And the last is develop and regularly update emergency preparedness and response plans.
I will be explaining the key lesson learned from the Batang incident. Firstly, by implementing robust risk assessment frameworks with immediate mapping of high-risk areas using advanced technologies like ground-penetrating radar. Secondly, is the effective of emergency response strategy with fast communication channels and a unified command center for streamlined rescue operation. Thirdly, is the community preparedness and education by doing widespread awareness programs, workshop, and training on evacuation and safety procedures. Other than that is sustainable land use practice by decreasing vulnerability of landslide-prone areas. Lastly is the international collaboration in disaster management is to enhance the ability to prepare and respond to future accidents. In conclusion, these difficulties emphasize the immediate need to strengthen hospitals, communities, and disaster response agency by means of education, coordination between different agencies, and training in essential skills. Essentially, this deeply distressing incident highlights the crucial importance of efficient disaster preparedness and collaborative effort within the corporate sector. Thank you.